Let's bring in criminal defense attorney Matthew Fakhoury. Matthew, thanks for joining us for all these hours of Morning in America. It's been great just to have your your criminal defense analysis, but also your prosecutorial experience. In this preliminary hearing, obviously, they're going to lay out all the evidence. But let's get the flip side, what the defense attorneys for Tyler Robinson are going to be doing. What's their role in all of this?
Sure. So your role as a defense attorney in any aspect of a trial is to poke holes in the state's argument. So a simple example is they're going to show surveillance footage, right? They're going to say, hey, this footage is not necessarily clear. It could be grainy. It doesn't really identify anybody particularly, right? They're going to look at the inconsistencies, if there are any, in the police reports. They're going to cross-examine the witnesses. They're going to point to credibility issues with some of the witnesses that could testify. Now, Lance Twiggs is a witness here. That's a very big witness. He's not going to testify based on previous rulings, but his statement is going to come out most likely in this preliminary hearing.
Does him being sort of disqualified, so to speak, from this preliminary hearing also keep him away from any potential trial in the future, or would we maybe see him as a witness if this thing goes to trial?
You'll likely see him as a witness, right? So remember, in a preliminary hearing, the state doesn't have to prove all of or show all of their evidence. They don't have to bring all of their witnesses into court to testify. At a trial, they're going to have to do that.
Yeah.
So Lance will almost definitely testify at this trial, and he'll expose himself to cross-examination in that trial as well by the defense attorneys.
I know we're excited to talk about trial, but we are at preliminary hearing at this point. So let's talk about some of the other likely witnesses that we might see this week. Who do you think would be called to the stand?
So typically in a preliminary hearing, it's going to be investigators. It's going to be all police, all investigators. You know, you have an autopsy report, things like that, but it's going to be more trained witnesses than lay witnesses in a situation like this.
There was also some things that made the defense angry, which was, say, the ballistic reports that came from the FBI and the ATF, some of the holdups that went along with it, and essentially the long and short of it was that the ballistic reports never actually matched the rifle that was found at the scene. But just give us an idea of context here, how frequently stuff like that happens in this preliminary process where there is a back and forth, there's anger about what's being disclosed and what's being entered into discovery in the process in which it's actually unfolded.
Well, we're attorneys, we're always angry, right? That's our job, right, is to be angry. But what really happens, remember, this is a summary hearing. So there is going to be a little bit of cross-examination, but the judge in these preliminary hearings is going to limit the amount of exposure and cross-examination to the hearing. If it's a trial, the judge will allow it to go on a lot more and to be an in-depth examination. It doesn't really happen that much in a cross-examination. I will say, however, that this is a very unique case. This judge seems very patient. It took a long time to get to this preliminary hearing, almost 10 months, which is almost unheard of. I have a feeling the judge is going to allow them to do a little bit more than they typically would in a normal preliminary hearing. He's going to allow both sides a little bit more leeway.
Matthew Fakhoury, thank you very much for your time today.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. My pleasure.
You got it.